on my Mac and I can't record from them on my Mac. It's just not signaling at all. So, welcome to Psychic Cafe, at last. Wow, I've never had that. This is going to be disruptive because you're going to hear all kinds of sounds now without the right microphone. But here we are, we made it anyway. Video isn't working either. No, it is. I just didn't stream it until I was ready. Otherwise, I'd be here going at you. And I knew, I could see that it wasn't, no sound. Anyway, so the microphone's not so good today. Using the one from the Mac and it's in front of me. I know I'm on. No, it's not. I didn't start streaming and think that I was on. I didn't stream yet because my microphone's not working. So anyway, let's do this. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. I'm going to do some general channeling for the collective, but I'm also going to... What did I just do then? Just deleted something and I wasn't meant to. I'm also going to do mini reads as well. If you're interested in a mini read, check the pinned comment that's up top of the live chat. It's by donation. So there's a PayPal link in that pinned comment, and you can also use Super Chat, Super Sticker if you want. If you've got a question for your higher self, put a capital Q at the start of your comment just so that I can find it easy amongst the rest of the comments. It feels so weird without the thing in my ear. Maybe I should just stick it in my ear and make myself feel normal. Hello Maria, hi Timothy, hi Jessica. And Wanda. That'd be better if my microphone would work. Let me just try it one more time. 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 It's working. Now it works. Let's switch this one over. Just switch this one over to the good microphone. Oh, it's just teasing me. It was just teasing me. There we go. And now it'll work. I was trying everything. What was my problem with my facial swelling? Yeah, it's all better now. My nose is back to shape. It's got definition again. I don't know what happened. Either a spot, you know when you get a spot, but it's not on the outside of your nose, it's on the inside of your nose. I think it was that, but I can't be sure. It could have been something else. It could have been another kind of irritation. Anyway, it got infected. I got an infection inside of my nose and it spread to the whole side of my face. My voice came in real loud. Yeah, while I was fiddling, I turned the microphone up too. I didn't know I could do that, but I've done it. Should be really loud now. Oh, that's better. My videos will be louder. So, let's get some cards out after all that. That's not fun in the morning. I know it's ready early too. It's ready early. Anyway, I'm here now. That's all that matters. Let's do some Lenormand cards. Mice. Oh no, the thief again. Steal it off with your cheese. What is that about? Let's see. The moon. The moon. And, excuse me, choices. Today I'm wearing Naughty Nudes and I've got new nails. Ding, ding, I hadn't done yesterday. Sparkles! So I did my eye makeup to match it. Bouquet. Tree. Family stuff. Is it family stuff? I can't remember. And what is that? Someone's stolen your flowers. You're not taking them too. Give me one. Give me one. The sun, that's better. And mice, bouquet, and what else? Thank you, Tawanda. Scythe. Chop that off. That steely person, and bouquet, which is anyway. We've got the book and a man. Okay, let's decipher this. Mice. Mice is someone stealing something from you. Little by little, maybe. The open door invites the thief is a Dutch proverb. Even a thief is frightened by a mouse is a French proverb. Frightened by a mouse? I'm not frightened by mice. They're not frightening. When the mice card appears, watch out for those tenacious thieves. The sneaks. They may be small, but they can do a lot of damage over time. You may not notice a gradual loss at first, but eventually, bit by bit, they will eat away at your resources and savings. This is like draining people. Not necessarily those that are just obvious about it, that have got a swag bag and they wear their stripy things and they actually break into your house and they steal stuff. Not the obvious ones like that. The ones that chip away at your energy. The little digs and all of that. Pretending to be friends most of the time, but chipping away at you. And then we've got the moon. 32. 3 things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth, says Buddha. Many myths and legends around the world interpret the shapes on the moon, blah, 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 whatever. It's about dreams. Oh, stealing our dreams. Dreams are important at the moment, everybody. Trying to think what mine was last night. Can't remember. And choices. I think something is going to be revealed. Didn't we have this message last time that someone's stealing something or chipping away at your energy? It's going to be revealed. So you might start noticing someone's not that good for you. You might notice that. Or someone's like draining of your energy. Choices. In the long run, we shape our lives and we shape ourselves. And the choices we make are ultimately our own responsibility, says Eleanor Roosevelt. Options, decisions, determination, directions, paths, alternatives, crossroads. So you get to decide when you realize someone's chipping away at your energy or blatantly stealing your energy. But I feel this is a more subtle thing. You might just realize, you know what, I always feel drained around that person. Maybe they're not my friend after all. Could be about that. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Connie. And then we've got bouquet, which is a nice one, which is about affection, contentment, sincerity, intimacy, gift, understanding, and clarity. And then we've got the tree. Health. Oh, yeah, it's about health, the tree. Oh, okay. So some kind of a love offer kind of a thing, some kind of a gift to do with health. It's going to make you happy. 31. What's that? 31. Vitality, optimism. So you're getting your vitality back. Some kind of a gift gives you your vitality back. So just like, I think these are connected. I think this is talking about us realizing someone's not that good for us. Been chipping away at our energy. We make a choice about that, hopefully, to protect ourselves and honor ourselves. But there's a gift. Oh, okay. We've got the choice to make, right? And we can make that choice, but then the universe gives us a gift for our health, which makes us feel better, makes us feel more vital. In other words, you might notice, there's something up with that person. I'm not sure I should be around them. And then suddenly the universe steps in and whips them out of your life in some way. It steps in and it does it easily for you. Gives you your vitality back. It might have been actually affecting your health. Scythe, chop the head off. I'd like to think that that's what this card's about. Cutting away, yes it is. Abrupt ending, severing of ties, loss. Book. By the book. By the book? Knowledge, wisdom, learning. No, you've learned. And a man. So something's to be severed at the moment, and it feels like it might. The universe is going to help you out in that. You don't know what the man's got to do with the price of fish. A draining person gives you a false gift, and you've got to cut it out. They give you a sweetener. You know how people try and buy your affection? Especially narcissists, when they notice that you are onto them and you're starting to close down to them or getting cold to them, they can buy you shit. That's what that is. And you have to notice and not get sweetened by it. Did anyone watch that short video that I put in the Psychic Cafe Club group on Facebook by Matthew Hussey? And it was about codependency, and it was about how in these cycles they can, I think it was that video anyway, they'll only offer love once you're really on rock bottom, and they've put you at rock bottom, and that's when they offer love. That's when they feel safe to love you, and that's when they'll offer it. That's what this is about. You notice that they're actually a thief of your joy, that they're draining you, and then they offer you a gift. But you've got to not be needy for love, like that video said. That's how we get in that trap. We're so needy for love because we don't think we deserve it, or whatever reason. We fall in the trap. We've not got to fall in that trap. So when you get that fake gift, that sweetener, to try and draw you back in, it's, what do they call it? Hoovering. When they try and hoover you back in, cut it out. Say, no, I don't want your stupid gift. Shove it up your ass. Or something like that. And then the moon. Why am I looking it up? Dreams. I'm not sure it's about dreams. Oh, maybe it is. Something coming up in your dreams about your health. And learning about that. Learning from that. I don't know. Choices. Choosing happiness with a man. Okay. The thief is stealing the man's health. We're choosing health and cutting stuff out. So this can be read in many ways, but this all is saying, like, take care of your energy. Take care of your energy. And notice. And don't just take people on face value. Feel what's really going on behind it. What's going on with you, Maria? You blocked your daughter. Oh, wow. A shot mixer. You got a shot mixer. Oh, okay. Got to take care of ourselves. We've got to notice. So maybe all of this teachings about codependency, we've got to put it into practice. I think that's why the book card came out. Got to put it into practice now. Think on our feet. So watch out. Draining people. Try for draining people. Okay, Tara. Oh, let's do Jessica first. Jessica. And, oh no, that's not pretty. It's just someone trying to sell me stuff. Jessica, thanks for your donation. Should you sign the lease tomorrow? Should Jessica sign the lease tomorrow? Yes. What's it for? A house? Where's my cards? You're in love, but you don't have a girlfriend. Me too. What was I asking when I was pulling those cards out? I don't know. Let's try again. High self-guidance in love life. The least is straightforward. We say yes. High self guidance in love life. Be firmer and go within. Be firmer about what it is that you want, what it is you deserve. You know, all these messages that we've been getting. Most important thing for the Divine Feminine to do at the moment is be the Empress and just sit in that energy and wait and knowing what you're worth. Someone steps up eventually. Women look gorgeous to you today. Oh, watch out. Timothy's been struck. Cupid's got him. Had an encounter with your brother. Just to pour his fears and insecurities on you. Oh yeah, people like that, right? Oh, you can do both, Jessica. So, know what it is that you truly deserve and hold out for that. Be firm with that and go within. So you know how we wobble? We do wobble on that. We think, oh, but it's not showing up. So maybe I'm just being a brat. Maybe I should lower my standards. Oh, don't do it. I don't know what's going on with mine. It's not come back. It's been a long time now. I can only hope that things are being sorted out properly before it comes back. Passion, who are you? Your passionate self, all of it. Got these. Can't see it, it won't focus on it. They're like little mites that are in my... They came in on a shipment of food, health foods. And now, they're like oats, they're like sunflower seeds, they're like... pumpkin seeds. They're like stuff like that. So annoying. Make sense? Okay. Get more in your passion and own that and don't shut it down. You can have it all, but there's a weight. Once we get in that energy, we have to hold out. A really long time, apparently. Should you look to buy? What about buying? What about Jessica buying? Cleanse, I'm good enough. Not quite yet. Not quite yet, because you're not quite feeling like, yeah, you see, you'd know if you were feeling like, yeah, I'm definitely going to do this. Like I did when I saw that land and I was just like, yep, I'm doing that. This is all lining up. So. You'll feel when you're ready. The universe doesn't want us to like dive on in there before we've got the energy, the right energy for it, because we're not going to get a good manifestation from it when we do that. There you go. So let's do some tarot cards. What do they want us to know about today? The tarot. I'd never had gel nails before. It was quite a harrowing experience taking them off. Can't be good for your nails, hey? That process. Got the power tools out. I had no idea. I know it's taking forever. Tell me about it. And it's almost Valentine's Day. Wobble the camera by putting my elbows. Come on, Claire, pick your energy up. That's good. I was good until the delay because of these omens. This is the Tower card. But omens, you know, it might not be as bad as the Tower. It might just be omens that something's going on. Something's going down. I can feel it. You know, I just hope that he's sorting it out. And that's why he's not come back. I like to think that's what's going on, but who knows? Oh, these aren't in order. There it is. Warnings, the Tower. As mentioned earlier, there's really no bad energy, only inappropriate energy. And in the same way, then, I don't like that word, inappropriate. Has anyone had that word used against them too? Apparently I'm inappropriate. Just because I'm different doesn't mean I'm inappropriate. Only inappropriate energy. And in the same way, there's no bad omens or experiences, but ones we might consider inconvenient or undesirable, at least in the short term. How can a majestic tree being destroyed by lightning be a positive thing, we wonder? All is one, the tree, the lightning, the fire, they're all part of the divine. The moon, a shadowy light that conceals more than it reveals, reminds us that we do not always understand the reasons for everything that happens around us. These things, these traumas, these disasters, for to us, they are those things do happen. We may not understand why, but we're sometimes given a portent, a warning, so that we may be prepared. There's trouble ahead. Hey, Jennifer. Okay. So we know there's trouble ahead. Yes, there is. And we know from Monday's show, if you haven't seen that, watch the replay. And I don't always say that about Cafe, but I'll say it about Mondays. If you haven't watched that, watch it, because it was an important one. So as I said in there, what was I saying? About trouble. I remember now. I lost my line of thought. Yeah, we've got to do it the right way this time. This lifetime, we've got to do it the right way. And there will be trouble involved as well, just as Venus and Mars had trouble from whoever that was, whoever the hell Venus married by mistake. The elemental of Earth has something to do with this. Can I hear loud music? 7:30 in the morning, loud music. You have the tower, clarifying the tower. Element of Earth is a sure sign of prosperity, abundance, and manifestation. So the trouble is around our abundance. Came up in the pick a card read in one of them. Or was it in the deeper dive? I can't remember. I remember speaking about it. Trouble about abundance. The energy surrounding and filling the situation is solid and stable. This bodes well for completing any task, but take care to keep other energy flowing, or the whole situation could collapse in a pile of stagnation. So there's some trouble with abundance here, but the energy surrounding and filling the situation is solid and stable. So, in other words, remain stable in your abundance. Could be some trouble around it. There could be a steely person. Don't forget, we've been warned. There's someone trying to cause trouble. There's probably a few people trying to cause trouble. And there's always going to be as well. That's come out over and over again, especially in the deeper dives for the pick a card reads, is there's going to be trouble. Once you're together, there's going to be trouble. There's going to be jealousy. There's people outside of the relationship that are going to cause trouble. It's the nature of these relationships, apparently. Too many. Goddess. Hey, Arabella. The goddess. Okay, there she is, divine feminine. It's the bunny rabbit. It's a bunny rabbit. I need to find the god now. Has the god got a hair? Oh, you see, that chunk of cards that came out, it wants me to take them. I'll take these two. I just want to find and see if he's got a hair, because There's those two as well. The cards are speaking to me today. I want to see if there's a hair on the God card. Let's find him. I don't know what he looks like. Here he is. Oh, he's got wolves. He's got wolves. Okay. Well, we've got Mahan coming out of the underworld there, so the crap that she's been through, and then there's an initiation. Okay, so the goddess, we're talking about the goddess, we're talking about the divine feminine this time, apparently. We've got that mammon thing. That's her coming out of the underworld. In other words, all the crap that she's been through is for a reason. She has learned from it. It's made her who she is right now. And then we've got this initiation. Sounds scary to me. Initiation. Double X. Let's find that. There it is. Judgment. Oh, look at this card. Those two up there in the clouds. A judge down here. Everyone walks their own path, and everyone hears their spiritual call in their own way. For the witch, once she hears the call of the divine, of the goddess and the god, she commits herself to honouring them. It's like the old chants that medieval monks sang, with a call and a response. This card is about this relationship, the agreement. We're called to a specific life, and we promise to live our beliefs this is what it actually says. We're called to a specific life, and we promise to live our beliefs as best we can. It means we promise to live our beliefs as best we can. Mostly we promise to stay in the right relationship with the divine so we can hear the needs and guidance of our deities with the same clarity with which we heard our original call, so that we can answer the same passionate intensity. It's not about that. This is about two people being called together. An important relationship. The initiation. It has begun. We're both hearing it, the god and the goddess. So there's a spiritual calling to this relationship. It's initiation time. Let's carry on. Oh, it's exciting. It's all getting very mythical lately, isn't it? She's got a choice to make. A Seven of Water. She's got a choice to make. Let's read her out. That's a massive gaga. About this big, they're called toucans. They bite. They're a bit blue in colour. And they go, toucan. Like that. Some of them grumble like that at the end as well. Justice. Ma'at is the Egyptian goddess of justice, divine order, truth, and moral law. Her job is to weigh the heart of the departed against her feather of truth. If she's satisfied with the accounting, the soul moves on. If not, the soul is destroyed. Ma'at's final decisions are power such that even other gods and goddesses must abide by her determination. Ma'at represents the rules of order that keep the universe moving forward and not falling into chaos. A strict balance must be observed, and very likely the ancient Egyptians no doubt had their own ideas about how all this worked. However, Ma'at does not represent just the Egyptian worldview. For us today, she can represent our own views of justice and truth and balance. She is a symbol for what we believe is the ideal heart, the one that lives most closely aligned with our beliefs of what is right. Something important about that sentence. The ideal heart, the one that lives most closely aligned with our beliefs of what is right. Gods and goddesses, or divine feminine, divine masculine. High vibration, but that people can take that wrong and think that just means be happy all the time. It doesn't. It means that you've got a very strong view of yourself and what's right, and you will live by that no matter what other people are doing around you. You will do the right thing according to you, according to what you have learned in your life. That is high vibration, and that is what brings these divine connections in. Seven of Water is a time for accounting. It's time to consider our actions and measure them against our beliefs. We should be living according to what we claim to be right. Before acting, we ask ourselves, is this the action of the person I wish to be? Is this the action of a goddess? Or not? Judgment time. The initiation has started. Both are getting the call to do this. I had a dream about it last night. That's what the dreams were about. Yes, I did. I had a dream about it last night. I had a dream about having a conversation last night, but it was still not time yet, and we could not act on it, and it was trickier than ever to not be with you shortly. Kristen, thanks for your donation. Let's get another card out first. There's something about that bunny with the goddess. I didn't read the goddess, did I? Goddess. Where are you? Oh, I don't think there's much information about the goddess. They're kind of lumped together. She's lumped together with the god. It doesn't say anything about them, really. It just says that the goddess is highly changeable. She's got a highly changeable nature. While the god is associated with the sun, takes 365 days to go through a cycle, the goddess is associated with the moon and goes through a cycle in only 28 days. Oh, and then we've got him. Who's he? It's Jupiter. Jupiter comes in for some reason. Everyone's favourite uncle. Jupiter is a large planet and astrologically packs a big punch. Jupiter represents expansion, growth, progress, and abundance. Although often associated with material good luck, Jupiter also blesses our lives in other ways by bringing joy, faith, inspiration, and understanding. All of these experiences usually lead to a healthy optimism that encourages to expand our world with new experiences such as traveling, networking, or taking classes. Good things are afoot. Enjoy them. There's a lucky break coming our way. Happiness, optimism. This is good. Should we get one more out just to complete? So this might, all of these messages that we've been getting lately, we might be thinking, oh no, this is going to be really tricky. Yes, but no, not really. Good stuff is coming from this. A lot of happiness. There he is. The god. So they're both on the table, the goddess and the god. He's a little slower. 365 days it takes him. Goddess. 28 days she's ready. Takes him 365 days to get ready. Let's go out. So that's why he's being slow. Jupiter's important to many signs right now. Tell us more. Tell us more, Timothy. I was going to look up Jupiter because I think there's something in that. Kristen, let's get some general guidance for you. Thanks for your donation. Anyone else want a mini read? Kristen, relax. Also, so the healing work that you're doing at the moment, Kristen, you don't have to push yourself, be mean to yourself. That's the opposite, in fact, when we do that. I really got to heal myself right now. That's not healing yourself because that's not self-love. Go easy on yourself. Hey, Barbara. Yeah, go easy on yourself. Go easy on yourself. It's much easier to clear things by self-love than it is to try and push ourselves into, I've got to fix this thing right now, fix myself right now. It's mean to ourselves. It's missing the whole point. It's like screaming at someone to relax. It's not going to work. So relax about it. Allow and fear of lack. So this is the first thing to focus on. If you've got many, many things that you think, I need to fix this right now because I'm not doing very well and I'm behind, and you're bullying yourself is what I'm feeling here. But if there's one thing to focus on, don't bully yourself, relax about it. Be kinder to yourself. And then focus on this one thing. Why are you so afraid of lack? Why are you so afraid of abundance? Why are you so afraid of doing it by yourself? Why are you so afraid of not being able to do it by yourself? Why are you so afraid of not being worthy of it? Is that what it is? Are you afraid that you're going to get proof that you're not worthy of abundance? That focus on all of those things and ask yourself all of those questions and really delve into it. But don't be mean to yourself about it. Start there. It's often easier to start at abundance because abundance is a little bit less emotionally charged and abundance is always static. I talked about it in the energy update today, which was a particularly good one about self-love and shadow work. I thought anyway. Thanks, Maria. Jupiter, what's going on with Jupiter right now? Thanks, Lara. Wait for your questions. What is going on with Jupiter right now? According to one ancient Roman myth, Jupiter was the top god. He had 2 brothers and 3 sisters. The 3 boys got to divide up the world, with Jupiter getting the sky, Neptune getting the ocean, and Pluto getting the underworld. Jupiter was powerful and he really liked to throw his weight around. He's a god of sky and thunder. Lara. Thanks for your donation. Guidance from your higher self, Lara? Believe in yourself and your intuition, you know. And don't let other people tell you that you don't know. That gaslighting thing. When you know something, you know damn fine that it's true. And then someone tells you, no, it's not. They're just lying. They're just lying. So believe in yourself and trust that intuition. Your intuition is good. Well, guess what I did yesterday? My friend who's pregnant, I haven't contacted them very much at all while she's been pregnant. I saw them about 3 weeks ago, bumped into them. Yesterday I thought, I wonder how she's doing. So I messaged a boyfriend who said, funny you should say that. We're on a ferry to Samui right now to go and have the baby. I'm psychic, you know. Trust your intuition like that. Patience and blame. Who's to blame? The divine masculine for the patience thing. Now, this is about you. This is about feeling like you should have things faster than you have. Feeling like you're behind in some kind of a way. How can everyone else get things instantly and I can't? It's that kind of a thought, a belief. And it's not. I mean, it's not true. Nobody can. So try not to put that on yourself, Lara. Oh, really? Gaslighting. So much of it, yeah. There's so much of it. There's so many narcissistic traits around right now. It's prolific. And likewise, where's the crystal? Likewise, there's a lot of codependency around too. Put it back in its home. There we go. There's a lot of codependency around. Of course there is. There's got to be a balance. And so, yeah, you got a lot of that around at the moment. Check out your codependency. Are you in the Facebook group, Lara? I posted a video in there yesterday. Not even on Facebook. Right. If you're not in the group, if anyone wants to come along into the group, here it is. It's anyway, and check that video out, because that's your part in it. It's always our part in it, is the codependency. It's the willingness to please people in order to get love, because we're needy for love. Either because we don't think we deserve it, or we're not willing to stand up for ourselves, or we think it's a good thing to be nice to people. It's usually a people-pleasing kind of thing. Yeah, take a look at that. Many feel Jupiter in Pisces is the defining transit of 2022. It's in Pisces, huh? Aries, May, and then back to Pisces, October. And what's it about? When it's in Pisces, what's it about? What is it about? What is it about? Maria. High self-guidance are my reasons for my actions taken, because I feel I've done it for love and to prevent a situation between myself and my daughter. To get to hatred, yeah. Crystal for your wording, okay. Did she do good? Did Marie do good? Yes. Yeah. You know, it's very important, isn't it, to realise that. I did it with my children as well. You get to that point when you realise, if I carry on with this, as much as my ego wants to carry on with it, it's actually detrimental to everybody involved. And when you realise that, it's a very wise thing to take a step back. I'm not playing anymore. I'm not playing this game because it's not good for anyone. And people from the outside would go, oh, but you've got to play that game because you're a bad parent if you don't play that game. But you're like, no, I recognise that this isn't good for anybody. It's a big year for union. 2022, all the 222's got a message from Nikki about, am I going to do pick a card reads for the 22nd of February, because of all of these twos and everything, because this year is huge for divine unions coming together because of all the twos. And I woke up in the middle of the night at 2:22 and I saw her message, and she had been online 22 minutes ago. And she was talking about 222. It's big. Maria, you are heard, have patience. Yeah, it's not going to be fast. It's not going to be resolved. Like, yeah, that's the unfortunate thing as well. That's what happened with me and my kids. hoping. You take a step back and you hope that it's going to be resolved then, and no, it might take them a long time. Long time. Release guilt. Just allow that to unfold. Try not to feel guilty about it. It is a process. You will get better at being at peace with your decision, but you made the right decision, says your higher self. Hey, Marie. Welcome. 2022 starting with Jupiter in Pisces is akin to Hippo exclaiming world peace. Love and light. Arabella, let's do you before I move back to the tarot cards for everybody. Interesting. We'll do the Tarot of the Miserable Ladies next. So, these divine unions are being initiated now. Both hearing the call, the goddess and the god. Not only the call to a union, there's that, but there's also the call specifically to be in our own divinity now, which is to raise our vibration, which doesn't mean be happy, clappy, world peace and all that stuff. It means to do the right thing. Of what we've learned from the underworld that we've been in. What is the right thing to us, and do that and just be supreme, High self-guidance on your current situation with your ex and your goals. Will you rise above it? Hopefully. It's so tricky, isn't it? Yes, you'll rise above it. Will the truth come out? Not anytime soon. Oh, yes. Let's get something on that. Thanks for your donation. Romance and lovers. Ooh! Arabella. Buttons will be pushed. Choose something easier. You're trying an impossible task here. Exes is an impossible task. That's why we leave them. We would have been with them if it could have been sorted out. Yeah, so choose something easier. There will be a spanner thrown in the works, though. In other words, it's going to get more difficult before it gets easier. And it's probably because you'll be with someone else and it'll annoy them and it'll get worse. People will get triggered. So don't expect it to be resolved anytime soon. We leave them for a reason. We leave them because we know that things aren't going to be resolved, that you can't have a relationship with them. And then we try and parent with them. And we've got to realize it's not going to be good because I had the children with the wrong person. I should have chosen better. And now I'm going to have to put up with having to co-parent with them. And I know what they're like. Unfortunately, that's the truth. This is to be the year of love. Romance and courtship. Desire for love will be strong. Hopes for the white picket fence outcomes will be strong. Or divine union. Depends what level you're at, right? Yeah. The desire, the calling is there not just to be in that perfect union and to do it right this time. It's going to be there for us to do the right thing now. Not the easy thing, the right thing. Let's go back to the tarot then. So, for the collective again. 7 of Wands. A need to defend it. There will be a need to defend it. Yourself, it, a relationship, something like that. The world, that's also about The masculine as well, being the defender, being the protector. The god here. The world, a cycle is completing and it's changing now. Cycle is completing and a new one is beginning. The world, it's all going to change. There's going to be big changes coming about soon, maybe next 2 months. Didn't they tell us ages ago it's going to be around March, April? The actual changes. Temperance. So we've got to wait for it. So the cycle is completing. A new one is beginning slowly. 3 of Swords. There's heartbreak involved. It's going to be hard to manage ourselves through this. That's the tricky thing. So my dream last night was about him coming back and us having a conversation about it, but still not ready, still not time to do it. Still, if we started the relationship, it would cause problems, still having to wait. But having the conversation about it kind of opened the door that it was very difficult not to get straight into the relationship there. Tricky. There's the heartbreak thing. It's not really heartbreak. It's just having to it's having to snap ourselves back from that thought process that we get into, that poor me, that why can't I have it now? All of that stuff. That's what it is. Why are we waiting kind of thing? Why do I have to wait? I was ready in 28 days. It's taken him 365 days. Why does he have to be so slow? All of that stuff, that victim mentality mindset, that's the stuff that breaks our hearts. We've got to snap ourselves out of that and be the goddess. Wait in a dignified way, like a goddess. What are you doing? I'm waiting like a goddess. Greater compassion and generosity given and received. What am I drinking? Coffee. Soy milk. So I'm a soy girl now. Got my hormones back. Yay! Much better. I watched a video yesterday. It's talking about what supplements not to take after age 50. And one of them, I hadn't heard of it anyway, soy isoflavones, I think it was, something like that. I don't know about a supplement that is that. But anyway, it said it doesn't help menopause at all. Not eating soy does. It's taken all of my symptoms away. I haven't had a hot flash since. Don't have the night sweats. I'm sleeping 7 or 8 hours again. It's great. Soy milk and tofu with each meal as well, which I don't mind. It's all right. I'm eating what I did before. It's just I'm having tofu with it and soy milk instead of cow's milk. And it's enough hormones for me to make life good again. It's back to normal, but I'm still on the antibiotics, and they wear me out. It's zapped my energy. I'm terrible in training. I can only do 3 rounds. I think I did 4 rounds yesterday morning. I didn't go back in the afternoon because I was exhausted. I'm not my usual vital self. I'm not bouncy. I haven't got that instant energy thing that I usually have. And it doesn't help that I have to eat in the morning to take the antibiotics as well, and before I go to bed. Too much food. I'm eating too much food at the moment to feel vital. Queen of Swords. cutting stuff out. So we had this message in the Lenormand as well, as stuff to cut out, keep ourselves healthy, help ourselves at the moment. I think I'm on the antibiotics until, well, it's Wednesday today. I think I've got like 4 more days of it. Yeah, or 3.5. 3 days left of it. I'm not sure I'm going to complete the course. I might do another 2 days because it's really wiping me out. Yeah, I've lost my balance. I'll get it back. I already have pretty good. Hi, Sandy. I already have pretty good bionics. Yeah, like I have every day in the mornings. I have apple cider vinegar and stuff, and maybe I just need to up that. Yeah, it's tough. Antibiotics are tough. Yeah, I don't know. Take them anymore, but of course I don't want to stop them too soon. I don't want this to come back. It's pretty much healed now. I can't feel it anymore. I can't feel anything about it anymore. It's gone. There's no swelling or anything there. Oh, maybe a little bit. I can feel that it's been there. Knight of Wands. Being maverick about it, being passionate. Knight of Wands, let's read that one out. Oh, there isn't much about the court cards in this. Knight of Wands. Knight. Wields the power of her mind and knowledge of language to achieve her goals. So yeah, using... Oh no, that's the swords. Knight of Wands focuses her will and gathers her power. So let's do this. I think this is telling us how to get through this. How to get through this waiting period. For these cycles are changing at the moment, ladies, because we've been through those cycles. We go through, I recognized that a long time ago when I was looking into the masculine and feminine, trying to figure out femininity within myself, is that women really do have it easy because of our cycles. We go through the natural cycles of letting go and manifesting. Our hormones take us through that of, the time to go within and then the time to be that Knight of Wands energy and take action on that. We go through every single month. Men don't have that same cycle, so they're not. It's like we're in tune with the cycles of manifestation. We're in tune with inner work in a way. Our hormones help us to go through these cycles over and over again. Men don't have it at all. They don't have that at all. So they don't have that hormonal help to actually go through these cycles of within, then out, then in and out. You've got to manage yourselves, guys. You got to choose to do it. Women can't choose to do it. We don't choose to do it. We're thrust into it. So I do think that women have had their advantage because of that. But anyway, we can cut things out, especially the stuff around health. Remember the Lenormand had that. Take care of our health, take care of our minds as well. Don't take ourselves down, don't allow ourselves to fester in those victimhood mind paths that we go down while we're waiting. Take action on things. Be in your element. That's what I just heard. High Priestess. Follow your intuition, get in tune, use your witchy ways. Three of Pentacles. Get creative? I don't know. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles, I would say. Well, let's see what it is in this deck. Ooh, Ace of Chalices. Three of Pentacles in this deck. It looks like she's getting creative to me. Thanks, Sherry. Where's your pentacles? After a flurry of activity and perhaps a little or a lot of mass, this woman's hard work and passionate vision have paid off. She has created what she intended and seems very pleased with the result. She's manifesting a goal. Get stuck into something and it's a process. So in other words, don't sit around waiting like this. It's going to be some time yet. The God has got shit to do. God needs to get some stuff done. He's a little behind because he hasn't got his cycles. Good for you, Sandy. Good for you. Do that more often, right? Your emotions cycle along with the women again next door. Sherry. Sherry. Thanks for your donation, Sherry. Do you cancel your vacation? They cancelled you to work. Okay. Should Sherry cancel? I would say no. No, don't cancel. Should you ask that other person? Yes. Ask the other person. Tell us about that for Sherry. Love what is and meditate. So I do feel like the cancellation is actually a good thing for you. Is it true in lovers? Is it true in lovers? Who are you going with? And who is this other person? Oh, is it true? It's a good thing anyway. This detour is a good thing for you, is what I'm hearing. It's a question that you need to ask yourself there. And I don't know what your stance is on that. I mean, I don't know what you're thinking about either of them, feeling about either of them, but you're being asked to ask yourself, is it true, lovers? Take that as it resonates. Where are you going? And when are you going? Let's get more tarot out. Oh, I didn't do that deck. Let's do this deck then. It's in my hand. Yeah, and I definitely wouldn't advise men to eat soy. After my experiences, I mean, it's really made a significant and instant difference to me. It's chock-block full of female hormones. For it to completely take all of my menopause symptoms away so fast like that, I wouldn't advise guys to eat it. Soy boys, you call them, right? Get effeminate, get all soft. And the kind of guys that might need some soy, they are the ones that are going to eat it. Disney. Oh, the one you're going with was a friend. The other one you're interested in. Very interesting. Page of Swords just came out here. I often think of the Page of Swords as a truth coming out, but Generally, if the truth is coming out, the swords are up in the air rather than down in the ground. When it's down in the ground, the truth isn't coming out. Page of Swords is about watching somebody, watching them, seeing what they do. Watching them and seeing what they do. She's got her hands out like, show me, give me evidence. Come on then, show me. She's not revealing the truth. Swords are down. She's waiting. She's waiting for the God to make his move. Divine masculine. Show me then. Do it then. Take some action. The divine masculine has got, well, they've got to be in the masculine. They've got to make that first move. They've got to, do the stuff. Take the lead. The Six of Crystals. Be reciprocal. I think women, we've just got so used to being the masculine and the feminine. I think that's part of the codependency trip as well, is we have been taught to be everything. You're not okay just being a woman. No, to make it in this world, you've got to be a man too. And we got so used to that we're willing to do it within relationships. No. Then we don't get the reciprocation. We wonder why. Why aren't they doing anything? Oh, because I'm doing everything. I'm being everything. We don't need to be everything. And let them reciprocate. Six of Crystals. People can only reciprocate if you give them space to reciprocate. It needs to be. Well, and that's why you need to choose someone you can trust who actually will take care of you. And then surrender to them. Not surrendering all your power to them, but letting them take charge of certain things for sure. And I'm sure some masculines have also had to step into the feminine the same way and be all of that too. Like single parents being the mum and the dad. And in relationships too. Masculine and the feminine. Cutting in and out, am I? For anyone else? Or is it just Timothy? Oppression. Weeks. Three of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Again, Seven of... No swords upwards yet. There's no swords in the air yet. Oppression. I need to read her out. Oppression. 15. What's holding you back at this time? It could be that you already know what it is, but you're not being able to say it out loud. It's time to acknowledge a state of entrapment that's happening in your life. This could be a negative relationship with someone, a fearful mindset, or some kind of addiction. Oppression may also indicate a lack of moderation or self-control. Yeah, it could be that. Could be that, a lack of moderation or self-control. One of the goddess and the god's traits is self-discipline, it's self-control, it's moderation, it's being able to do the right thing. And it might be being shown how you're not doing that for yourself. We need to do that for ourselves first, right? Before we can trust it to do that within any other kind of relationship with anyone else. Know that you're fully capable of breaking free from these habits in order to look back on this time with a sense of victory and relief. Something big needs to change. This card may also indicate that you may be too focused on the material things in life that are distracting you from recognizing your spiritual self. Dependency. So that's codependency too, isn't it? Negative relations with people are a kind of an addiction. no self-control, allowing ourselves to get into those kind of relationships again, following the attraction instead of having our head on our shoulders. Going, this one isn't good for me, I recognize it. Got to break free of that, make good decisions for ourselves, for our health. That's why we've got to notice those little details of those that are chipping away at our energy. Shadow work indeed. Three of Wands. It's waiting for our ships to come in. Oh, there she is, with her magical vagina, shining it out to him on another planet. She's waiting. Waiting for what she wants. There's the goddess waiting for what she wants. It's going to take a lot of self-discipline and a lot of managing ourselves through this. Seven of Swords. I'm just getting this big message about the swords at the moment. It's not time to reveal stuff. It's not time for the conversations. Their swords are down. Now, let me have a look at all of the swords cards in this deck. Swords are down, the swords are down. Even the Ace of Swords is down. The Nine of Swords is down. The Ten of Swords. Only in the Ten of Swords are there some swords that are up in the air. The Page of Swords is down. Oh, the Knight of Swords is sideways. Queen of Swords is up. But the King of Swords is down. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. So we do have a lot of swords down in this deck. Oh, I didn't read that out. Let's find it again. Running out of friends. Yeah, that happens too. Hold out though, hold out for it. Mr. Mom. Yeah, explore the pants. The Seven of Swords often illustrates a challenge that may be associated with some kind of dishonesty, deceit, or illusion, whether from yourself or someone else. This may indicate an avoidance of truth and consequences that show up when least expected. Avoidance of truth. If there's some kind of secrecy taking place, a new approach or solution is highly encouraged. Admitting the truth is never a good idea. I don't know, being quiet is sometimes a good idea, especially if the positive outcome is desired. It's also advised that you remain cautious with others who may not have your best interests at heart. To have clarity and truth. We've got to be really careful. Not to deceive ourselves, but you know, it's not. We don't always need to blurt out our truth. We don't always need to say it. Sometimes it is good just to keep quiet and let things play out. Then we've got the Ace of Wands. That's encouraging. New passionate start. New growth. Positive, in the right direction, what we've been waiting for. Transformation and awakening. So there's much more to come. There's much more to come after this. But if you think about it this way, for those of you goddesses out there, you've done the work and you're just waiting. There doesn't seem to be anything to do at the moment but manage yourself through this waiting game. That is important in itself. Holding the energy, getting yourself somewhere because of the inner work that you've done, and then holding that energy is important. It calls them in. It's this initiator, it calls them in. Gets them to step up. No one will step up if there's no need to step up. And so when you're holding that energy of what it is that you want, what it is that you deserve, and you're holding out for that, only the best kind of thing, they do step up. It's like when I was, when Jared, my ex, was on my horizon, when I first started noticing him, I knew I'd just sit there and be like, you better ask me out, you better ask me out, you better ask me out. And it's what I've been saying about Mr. Handsome the last 3 years as well. It's going to be 3 years since I met him on Valentine's Day. And I've said it to my friends and they're like, no. Yep, he needs to. He needs to do it. Anything else? Should we get more tarot out? Does anyone want a mini read? Anyone else want a mini read? I'm not feeling to do the romance things today. Because I think this is more about the goddess. I think this reading is more about what the goddess is going through right now. We've got good things to come. An exciting new start. There's going to be a lot of transformation and awakening that comes from it as well. 7 of Cups. Choices to be made. Choices of our dreams. Which dream shall I pick? This one. Such beautiful cards, this. It's my new favourite deck. Oh, I like all of them. I don't know whether this has taken over Lightseers. Maybe it has. But it could just be because of the novelty of it. I do like that as above deck. It's very useful, that deck. They can give me many more messages through that deck that I wouldn't get from these other decks. But for straight tarot, this one, I like it. Yeah, I'm taking super chat things. You can use that. Super chat things. Shall I do another Valentine's reading today for the pick a card? We've got the Chariot. She's a snail. She's not going fast, but she knows where she's going. Slow and steady wins the race. I want to read the Chariot out of this deck just because it's a snail there, you know. So Chariot can be fast movement forward, but it does not appear to be so with this deck. 7. On this card, we see a woman riding a snail, which appears to be an extension of her body. She looks to be very confident and determined in her progress. The spiral shape of her headdress shows she's relying on the strength of her own mental powers and her will as much as the physical energy of the snail to progress forward. The Chariot is on a journey striking out on her own and is leaving the past behind, which is represented by the castle silhouetted in the background. Yeah, I already said that. Riding on a snail is very slow and will take time to reach the destination. Tell us about it. But the charioteer keeps focused and she will reach her goal in the end. So don't get bored and get off the snail. Keep on moving forward as slow as it is. Upright meaning is this: control, willpower, success, action, discipline, determination. You got to really want this. That discipline, that control, that willpower. It's very important at the moment, isn't it? Keeping ourselves on track. So going to be worth it. And what's the options? I mean, really, there's no other option, really. Not for me. I'm solid in it. No. Thanks, Sandy. What shall I do for Valentine's? Pick a card, read again. Yay, it worked. The Devil. And the 3 of Pentacles. The devil. Spider Woman. Thanks, Timothy. Interesting devil card. I want to read it out. 15. Card of the devil shows a spider woman who lures you into a web. She's sitting on a red mushroom, a warning of danger and poison. The spider's look is alluring, and she's trying to tempt you by offering sweet cherries. She preys on your weaknesses and delusions. She's patiently weaved her spider web, which appears delicate but is actually unbreakable. If you're not careful, you can get trapped in the spider web of submission and indulgence. Beware of temptations. But it's not just that. It's like, don't be this either for the masculine. Don't try and tempt them in before it's time. Don't try and seduce them and get them right now just because you're getting bored of waiting. It's got to be done in the right way, don't forget. Let's not do it the way that Venus did it and messed up. See ya, Barbara. 3 of Pentacles, building it up slowly. I want to read this one out as well. A flower made of bricks. 3 of Pentacles. It shows 2 parrots. It shows 2 parrots helping a young girl build a flower out of bricks. All 3 figures work as a team, helping each other succeed with this collaborative project. Oh, yeah. Each has something useful to contribute. You know, like with mine, whenever I've like caved in kind of thing and I'm trying to lure him in, he stood strong. And when it's been him that's been the weak one, I've stood strong as well. That's how it's been until now. Working as a team with this. It's not like the feminine always has to be the strong one kind of thing. And it shouldn't be that, right? 3 of Pence. All 3 figures working as a team, helping each other succeed with this collaborative project. Relationship. Because they respect each other and value the other's opinion and knowledge, together they will succeed. Teamwork, cooperation, combined skills, harmony, collective endeavors. So you see, the being called in, God and Goddess are being called to do the right thing for themselves, being called to do the right thing for others. They don't have to be perfect, but as a team, they'll do it. One more, and then I'll get to your minis. What shadow work is needed? People don't watch my channel as it is because it's too deep. Honestly, I like watch someone else's channel and they're like, I've been doing this for 6 months now and they've got like 30,000 subscribers. I'm struggling at 7. It's gone really stagnant now. I've been doing this for years. It's because people don't want the deep stuff. Can't get people to watch if I do deep stuff like that, especially in the title. It's got to be lighter than that. I can have that stuff in there, but I can't call it that. It's got to be something fluffy. It's got to be simpler than that. Yeah, like what's going on Valentine's Day or something. I can put the stuff up. I will put the meat in there. You know I will. But the video, it's got to be more like alluring than those things. Alluring. And I know it's hard for me. That's why I ask you guys. It's hard for you guys too to go to that level. But put your muggle suits on right now and tell me what to do. Like, forget. Don't think deeply now. Give me something real surface level to do for a video. They don't want to hear the truth. Just check it out. Compare my channel with other people's channel. Really. It blows my mind that the stuff that I'm doing is way more powerful and nobody's watching it. Fuckers. The world. At least it's working for me anyway. I've got the right people on here, at least. Because I'm able to monetize it my own way through the deep dives and stuff. What a nice world card. Seems to be a theme in this deck, right? All of the skirts Snail skirt, mushroom skirt. She makes them with skirts. Oh, a singles Valentine. A singles Valentine video. Ooh, that's juicy. Yes. Yes, thank you, Sandy. Perfect. See, yeah, Valentine's, yeah, speak a card for singles. The world. Perfect. Thank you for that. The world. That's exactly what I'll be doing, Sandy. The world. On this card, we see a woman who's traveled great distances, making her way around the world and out to the universe. Her journey complete, she's reached the end of a major life cycle. The earth dress she's wearing and the planets she's holding represent the points of experiences she's achieved. The woman has accomplished her goals and fulfilled her dreams. She's now wise and strong and complete. Fulfillment, success, goals achieved, maturation, accomplishment. And then a new cycle can begin, right? Reverse meaning is withdrawal, giving up, apathy, stasis, disharmony. It's the giving up, you know. It's like, no, continue on like that snail. Yes, it's taken a long time, but we know why now because it's told us today. Your dreams, you've chosen them. If you are choosing them and then you're sticking with it and being determined, staying on track, not trying to seduce them in before time and not being seduced away by the instant pleasures kind of thing, instant gratification stuff, building as a team, both doing it together, letting them lead when it's time for them to lead, not always having to be the strong one all the time. They can do that too, but just taking our part in that, doing enough in the union too, just playing our part but not trying to do it all, even in the being strong to get there, part of it. Okay, let's get your mini read. Sandy. General guidance for Sandy. I'm gonna have to talk to my massage person. Massage day today. No, tomorrow. What day today? I'm gonna have to talk to her because she breaks my hair here and it really makes a mess. When she's doing the nuggy thing. She breaks my hair. Oh, bad, my hair, it cannot withstand stuff like that. Someone going like that, it just tears it to shreds. I have to talk to her about that because I don't want this constant fluff there. Okay, Sandy. Travel, mystery. Where are you going, Sandy? You don't know. Let go of the past and surrender. Where are you going, Sandy? You don't know. This isn't like double let go of the past. This is letting go of past, surrender. Letting go of someone else making the decisions for you about where you're going, or this is saying, make a decision. Make a decision now. You're not leading. Some bits are yours to decide, not the universe's. Can't sit around waiting for the mystery to be shown to you. It's not always the universe's. Like, we are creator spirits, right? And there's a balance that needs to be had. We need to know what is ours and what is the universe's. And there's certain like muggly kind of things like where and with who and stuff like that. It's us to decide. And then there's certain things that where the universe, and it can be places and people as well, for the universe to decide. It knows better than us sometimes, but not all the time. We need to play an active part in that. So, yeah, think of moving close to your kids. This let go of the past and surrender is saying, don't. If in the past you've been more, if it it's meant to be, it will be kind of a thing. It can be being too much in that energy, and then nothing happens when you're too much in that energy of being too surrendery. Even if it worked for you, sometimes it will work for you, because sometimes the universe is like, okay, I've got someone great for Sandy. I'll bring them in. It doesn't mean, well, I will not make any more decisions for myself, because sometimes the universe makes good decisions for me. So yeah, do that. Get on with that. Timothy, general guidance for you, Timothy. Thanks for your donation. Oh, allow connection. I think he is right now. Timothy's higher self. Allow connection. Oh, create and make love. Allow those connections in. Allow yourself to connect with other people on the levels that you connect with other people. You're dating and stuff like that. So we're always going to have something in common with someone. You could go into a prison, you know that, and have something in common with someone. You can go into any situation, any situation. Like when I was doing my outreach work in Africa, the women there were surprised that we all had the same complaints. And they're like, but you're from the Western world, you've sorted everything out. And I know we haven't. I was talking about how difficult it was to get childcare and stuff so I could go to work. And they're like, that's what we struggle with too. They were really surprised that we had something in common, because they just saw me as being worlds apart from them, but not. Same stuff. Anyway, so you're going to connect with people, many people, on different levels. Allow that. Allow it to be what it is. Allow the connections to be what it is. Enjoy the connections. Sure, if you're looking for romantic relationships, you also need to look out for the disconnections too, don't you? Because it's a decision-making process. It's like, I watched a movie last night. It's called Flood, or The Flood, or something like that. It was about the UK getting hit by a major storm, and it hit Scotland first, and then it came round and it was going up the Thames. And has anyone watched that movie? Anyway, Nigel Planer was in it. Nigel Planer, the hippie from The Young Ones, the one that would all be peace and love, and he was ridiculously positive in the film. He was a meteorologist in the film, and he didn't predict it because he was always looking on the bright side of things. And it showed very clearly that he didn't do a very good job, because he was always looking on the bright side of things. It'll be all right. No, it's going in the other direction now. And then all of the politicians having to deal with this major disaster were saying to him, why didn't you tell us this? This is your job to tell us this. Well, he was way too positive. So be careful of that. Especially when you're dating, it's like giving interviews. You don't want to be that overly positive person in interviews, going, only seeing the good in people. Don't do that again. So remember, it's a selection process, but enjoy the connections that you have. But notice the disconnections too. Create and make love. This is about creating something. In other words, a Frankenstein. The bits of everyone that you want. The connections. Enjoy the connections that you get. And go, yeah, I really like being connected to that person in that way. The rest of it, not so much. So it's not that person, but I want with my person, my Frankenstein person that I'm creating, the one that I'm making, that I'll really enjoy. Make love is doing what you really love. Yeah. Piece your Frankenstein perfect woman together out of all of the connections that you make. So, in other words, enjoy these connections that are coming in. Allow them to come in. They're not the ones, but they're the clues. They've each got a piece of the one that you want for you to lock that in. So, make yourself a chart or something. Pick the best out of each of them and piece together your Frankenstein in your mind. Don't actually chop them up. But you know what? You know what I mean. In your mind, piecing them together of, I want the personality of that one and the fun of that one and the intellectual connection of that one, along with the, you know, like stuff like that. We'd have more work options too. That's good. Ooh. Did I do everyone? Singles Valentine's. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. For sure. So there you go. That's it. All about the Divine Feminine today. Good advice for the Divine Feminine there. We're in a waiting game, but what we're doing right now, and then we had a bit of that message last time, didn't we? What the Divine Feminine's doing right now is very important. Let's not underestimate that. And we know why we're waiting now. We know why we're ahead. The Feminine's ahead right now. And what else did we get from that? Plenty. Thanks everyone for coming along. Let's do this all over again on Friday. Personally, I feel something coming in my story, but I don't feel like it's going to. I hope, I wish, I hope that it would be the everything. But it's not going to be. Not just yet. Not just yet, anyway. Have a good one, everybody, and thanks for all your donations and your presents. Don't forget to join us in our Facebook group if you're not already in there. Check the videos out in there as well, especially that one about codependency that I posted recently. If you've not watched that already, it's a very short video, but it's a good one. Give you more, just give you more ammunition, more details about it, more extra clues. Yeah. See ya.